Hello, everyone. I hope that you are having an inspirational day and welcome to Michelle's Inspirational Hour. And I hope that you are inspired today by this wonderful journey of a guest that she actually experienced and where she is now. And I know everybody has a story, but hopefully you'll get inspired. And that's what this show is all about. Come in, say hello if you are watching it live. If you are not and you're watching it, even in the recording, you can say hello and just, a smiley face just to let me know that you are having a marvelous day. Now, I know I've explained and several times on the show and it's hot everywhere in the world. And so, if you are staying at home, I hope that you are doing well and you're staying cool. And if you're outside, I hope that you are taking good care of yourself and not getting a heat stroke. That's the first inspirational advice that I will give you. All right, so let's go ahead and get started with our guest. All right, so again, I think you're going to be very inspired. All right, so Prerna Sinha has a deep love and appreciation for the traditional Indian garment, the saree. While saris used to be one of the most common forms of dress for women in the subcontinent, as Western fashion has become more popular, the sari has retreated into the background only to be worn for holidays and weddings. But Prina is trying to change that with her clothing company, Urbane Essence, a line of luxury handcraft sarees. Today, the Bangalore, India based entrepreneur wants women to embrace. Did you hear that? Yes, embrace the timeless fashion along with her brand's goal is to make women feel confident and beautiful in what they wear. And boy, do we need that because during the pandemic, we were not able to dress up everywhere. Everybody wore t-shirts and everything. So this is absolutely fabulous. All right, so let's go ahead and welcome her. Let me add her to the stream. All right, yay! I got my I wanted that to be authentic, like we're in a regular audience and people are watching. So
Thank you.
that's actually the very first time I have added that. So how are you, my dear? How are you?
I'm doing great, Michelle. Thank you so much. And I'm so glad to be a part of your show.
Oh, well, we are excited because when you reached out and I said, "Oh, that is an inspirational story," because a lot of us and including women need to know that empowerment. So tell
Right.
us about your story. How did you get started? How did you get inspired?
Uh, so I was an HR professional for about 10 years. And when I became a mother in 2017, I found myself struggling to balance life. And then I called it quits and I spent some time, on my own healing, a lot of healing modalities that I went into. And then there was a whole new world that opened up for me, which was about being an entrepreneur and started something about saris, something that I loved all my life. And I had not thought about it before that. So
That's
that's where I
exactly Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to ask you because you are so talented and creating the garments and the saris. So, as you were a little girl, did you love fashion? Were you just fascinated? Did you just like look at people and go, "Oh, I wish I had that dress"? Or so when you were younger, um, did you have an interest in it?
Yes, when I was very young, I used to admire people around me, like especially women wearing saris around me, my grandmothers, paternal, maternal, my mother, my aunts. And I used to just love the way it flowed and it made them look so elegant and even powerful in their own ways. So, and as soon as I got into college and also I used to wear sari for most of the, occasions and I
Right,
used to look forward.
right.
So, and
And
there
I do
came a stage when I just started to hoard them. And then I thought, why not do something about it?
And good for you. So, it was it an inspiration or something that just came to you and you go, "Oh my gosh, I have to do it." You know what I'm saying? It's like, or were you like drinking coffee one day and it all of a sudden came to you and you're going, "I have to do this."
Yes, yes. It was not something that I was planning to do. It was just a casual day when I was sitting, and it just came like an idea to me that, I love sarees. I've been hoarding them, and I was not working at that time. I had taken a break from my career. So I thought,
Mhm.
why not start something around it? And that was only the beginning of the idea. And then last 2 years, I've been building things around it. But that's how the idea came.
So, how did you, once you got that idea? Because I know a lot of people have a lot of ideas, but then they don't know what to do with it. It kind of like goes, I guess, hidden or they put it away and then they never do anything with it. So, how did you get other people interested into helping you get this started?
Yeah, my mother was a lecturer when, before I was born, and she had to quit her job when, I was born.
Mhm.
So I wanted her to go back to work and do something for her. So I thought both of us could just team up together because both of us are big time sari lovers and we are in two different parts of India. So I thought we could just put things together and, use the whole of India market to sort of for our saris, and that's how the family came in. And
Wow.
yeah, and my
Yeah.
husband himself is a businessman, so he started giving me more ideas and encouraged me. So my
Oh, and that
father-in-law in business, so the whole family came together to and helped me to come here.
that is wonderful having your family help you because that is inspiration in itself is having people around surrounding you and in your family going, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? That is awesome
Yes,
that your mother and daughter.
yes,
Yes, I know I've had lots of ideas and my mother's going, ooh, that sounds like a lot of work.
yeah, yeah. And my
Yeah.
father came in, and my brother and sister. So the whole family was very, very excited about the idea. In fact, they made me do what I've done. Otherwise, I would probably not have had the courage to start a venture as big as this. It
Right.
would
Oh,
it would have just died out just like an idea. But the support
well,
of the family, I think, helped me sail through that.
so what would you, let me ask you this, and this might like you may have already answered it. The idea may have just kind of stopped. But what if, people they don't have their families and they have that idea? Where can they go to get the help that they need or the support that they need?
I think in your journey of life, it's very important to have a support system. It may not be your family members, but to have friends or colleagues, counselors these days, even your LinkedIn network, your social media network. There are so many people out there who are just ready to, you know, talk and help you with things. So it's very important to have that support system, even if it's not your family. So people could go to different, you know, uh,
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it because when you said the journey of life, that you need people to surround you to
yeah,
support you, and that is so true.
yeah,
Because I just recently, I want to say in 2019, came out as a psychic medium,
right,
and I had to find people that supported me. I had a husband that supported me. Was very supportive, but of course, I'm in an area where very conservative, and it's people if they get into a psychic reading, they hide. And so
right,
I really had to venture out into getting that support. And
yeah.
so when you said, that's a journey of life to find friends and family or even on the internet to help you succeed. And that is so true.
Yeah, yeah,
Very wise words.
yeah.
So and yeah, so I totally agree with you. So now let me ask you, I know that and a lot of people will also do this. They'll have an idea and they're going, I don't have enough time, or I don't have enough money. And especially the ones who are trying to balance, and I want to say not only mommyhood, but also daddyhood, because there are a
Yeah,
lot of dads that stay home as well.
yeah.
So to balance the family and to have such a big business,
Uh,
what wise words do you have for those people?
Yeah, I think a lot of people have this issue of not being able to find time or even money or space or anything else or support
Hmm.
to bring their ideas to fruition. But I think it's very important to, you know, let that desire of doing something, it just be there and do something about it, even if
Yes.
it takes on sleeping less, socializing less, eating out less, whatever it takes. But
Hmm.
do that, because that's very important. That's maybe the purpose of why you're here.
That's right. And sleepless nights.
Yeah,
You know what
why
I'm
not?
saying? Where I know whenever I got motivated to go back to school and I had a baby. You know, I had two kids that were a little
Yeah,
bit older, I mean teenagers, maybe
yeah.
right before teenagers, and a baby. And I studied at night when
Mm-hmm.
everybody was asleep. And then
Mm-hmm.
I went to my full-time job the next day. So
Yeah,
I think you're right. It's as motivated as you can get.
yeah.
Now, I read you have several wonderful magazine articles about you, and I just love it. And you
Yeah,
put one of the questions was, what are three business principles that are a core value to you? I know it's kind of looking more business like, and you put like always work towards a vision, value people over the process, which I absolutely love, and relationships matter a lot. Now, if
good.
you had to look at one of those core values, which one would you choose is the most important one for you?
I think I would choose relationships,
Yes.
because
Yes.
those are very important for you to move forward in life. Either it's life, it's business, it's family, everywhere it counts.
See, and I love that about you already is that you're not only talking about your business, but you're talking about how it's a life journey once again. It goes back. So you
Yes,
are not the business, that
yes,
is your life's journey.
yes,
And I love
yes,
that because a lot of people kind of turn it around and they think, you know what, my job is me. That's how I express myself. When
yeah,
reality, your soul is totally different. It is not totally you. That may
yeah,
be a part of your journey,
yeah.
but
True,
you know,
true. Yeah, yeah.
and I
What
love
you do?
also, oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, no, it's okay. Work is a part of your life. It's not you.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I was trying to find in your paper where you talked about faith, you know,
Faith?
being your number one word, you know, about knowing that because you changed jobs and you had a
Yeah,
lot of faith to do it.
yeah,
And which I know that it's almost like stepping to somewhere else when you don't know what's going to be on the other side.
yeah.
So, do you continue to have that faith through your life?
Absolutely, absolutely. Each day moves. I mean, each day I move forward in life with faith. There isn't anything else.
Now, I know that, and we mentioned that you have a child.
Yeah,
And what do you think would be as she gets older?
yeah.
And we're talking about the little girl, you know, little girls. Um, what would you say to them? What advice would you give to them to be themselves or to be motivated to do something? What would your advice be?
I think my advice already to her is to be herself. Even though she's just 5 years, I don't encourage her to compare herself with others or make her do what the others are doing. I
Mhm.
just let her be who she is and whatever she wants to do and be happy.
And that's, of course, again, wise words for everybody.
Yeah,
But I know what you yeah, I know what you mean because we try to, and I always tell people, you always want to look up to people, you know, because they've really worked hard and they've changed lives and they've been
yeah,
inspired, but
yeah,
not to be them. If you find
yeah,
somebody that you want to be like,
yeah,
um, enjoy their company, enjoy what they do,
yeah.
but try something different that may
Right,
meet the same goal, but that you
right,
create.
right. I think there is a difference between being inspired and comparing yourself with others. being inspired always helps you do something good in your life, but
Mhm.
comparison may not lead to the best of things in your life.
I love that. I love that. All right, should we show them the garments now? And I know that
Sure.
people that are listening, they're not going to be able to see the garments, but
Yeah.
what we will do is I will definitely post your website so that they can see them. Because when we look
Yes.
at pictures on here, it's like, oh,
Yeah.
I wish I could see it, but we will give them the website as well. All right, so here are some of the garments, and I just absolutely love them. And you know what I really love about them is the different colors are so enriched. So tell me, do the colors signify anything in the saris, or is there meaning to it, or is it just pulled for personal reference? Does that make sense?
Yeah, of course, colors reflect a lot about your personality, about the element in your life. It reflects on a lot of things, and that's how I've picked them up.
Okay.
I've
Now
I've
the
very carefully chosen different colors in different designs. Yeah.
Now, where do you get the material? Is it from India, or is it around the world, or
Yeah, as
who
of now, it's from India. It's from different
oh,
parts of India because each part of India is known for a different design, different fabric, different tradition in terms of art or painting that's done on the saris. So right now, I pick it from different parts of India.
oh, that is fascinating. So it's the patterns
Yeah,
that depends on tradition or where you live.
yeah,
I
yeah,
see. So
yeah,
not really the color, but the
yeah,
patterns in it.
yeah, yeah. The history. Yeah,
Yes, I absolutely love it. Do you mind if I pick a garment?
of
And could
course
you
not.
ex oh, which oh, do what? I'm sorry?
I said no. You can pick a garment.
And that way you can kinda tell me about the history? I know I'm kinda putting you on the spot a little bit, but,
Sure, I
or
can talk
you
about one of them.
okay, alright, let's see. Let me see, about a garment that,
Yeah, this
you know,
one, the one that's in white, the
this
first
one
one, yeah, and the second one, they are both the same designs, and that's actually called Madhubani painting. It usually takes one person, like mostly women, who do the hand painting on these saris. It takes about 1 month precisely to work on one sari, and these come from the state of Bihar. There is an area called Mithila region from where this art has been picked from.
oh my goodness. Oh, see, I
Yeah,
love it.
and
Can we
and
look at
and
a
they
couple
have
more?
yeah, and they have different whatever designs you see on the saris. They are mostly from those olden days. Like they use different animals like elephant or fish that symbolize something different, or something from their lifestyle they've picked up as designs. So that's called Madhubani painting on the saris.
Okay. I love it. And I wish, you know what? And I just love learning about the history. And that's why I love the garment so much. The
Okay.
saris, because there is a history, there is a story
Yeah.
that tells behind every garment that you sell. All
Right.
right, let me look down a little bit. Hold on. Let's see. Okay. Okay, see the one on the right?
Yeah.
It's the, Worley, is that
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So, can you tell me a little bit about the story about that one? Because that's also a print.
Yeah. I think this one, the pink one, yeah, the whirly designs, right? So they mostly come from the western side of India, like Maharashtra and all, and they are just small symbols that are picked and they are put together in the saris.
I know it's kinda hard to see because I didn't even realize everybody out there, we are actually looking at it on a little bitty screen. So,
Right,
it's
right,
hard for
right.
her to
You
see
can
the
just,
prints.
yeah, you can go
Yes.
to the website and zoom in and then see the design more clearly,
Okay,
I think.
yeah, so tell us your website.
It is www.myurbane, myurbane.com.
And I know that if they have any questions about the stories behind the, anything,
Yeah,
any of the sarees,
yeah.
they can probably go to the website and contact you there. Is that correct?
Yes, yes. You will either get the information on the picture itself or you can write to us. I mean,
Okay. All right. Awesome. So whenever you are designing the sarees, how do you know what to design? I know that it depend upon the customer that comes to you, or do you just create?
uh, I mostly go by my own creativity, whatever color, whatever designs, whatever I like, I just put them together. And
Oh
then
my
it's
goodness.
up to customers to like them and see what's available. But yeah, like there is recently I'm designing some sarees which are made out of denim fabric. you know I'm not sure if anybody will like to wear it, but I just felt like doing it and I've done it. And there are other designs that I'm coming up with which has mostly got animals like zebra or squirrel or panda. I'm not sure if people would like it in such ancient garment, but maybe they would just like it, but I felt like doing it.
Well, you know what? That tells me that you are definitely an artist, because that's what artists do, right? Is they
Yeah,
go and they create the
yeah,
way that they're inspired or what they're looking at. And sometimes it's a canvas and you don't know what it's going to end up like.
yeah, yeah.
Or if
I
anybody's going to like it, but you know what?
yeah,
You have to put it out there to
yeah,
see what people like because every generation is different.
yeah,
And I know that I mentioned in the before the pandemic, before everything shut down,
yeah,
all we wore were,
yeah.
yoga pants and
Right.
t-shirts.
T-shirts and shorts and yeah,
And now the young women, once and guys are begin, everything's opened up and we're still kind of wearing that, but I can
yeah,
see things are beginning to change.
yeah, yeah. Your clothes, the clothes that you wear are very important because they make you feel a certain way. Why you have office wear? Because when you wear it to office, you feel that power, or you have that, that attitude to make things work at your workplace. So that's why it's very important to choose your garment carefully.
I totally agree. And because I feel so much better, even when we were locked down, I would put my makeup on and I'm
Yeah,
going, I'm not going anywhere, but I
yeah,
feel better wearing my
true.
makeup.
Yeah,
Even
yeah,
though, and I love to wear jeans or whatever, but you're right.
yeah,
You feel much more confident. And
yeah,
especially, when they tell you to go like to a job interview,
yeah,
that's just when you're not feeling, self-esteem
yeah,
is low, you still look
yeah,
in the mirror and go, "Hey, I look damn good."
yeah, yeah. It just talks about how you're feeling, or what you're up to do.
Yeah, absolutely. And Kimberly, I have to show what Kimberly, I love it. You feel differently when you dress up. Carry yourself differently and absolutely pretty because
Yeah,
you do. I mean, you look at people in the eye
yeah,
and if you don't brush your hair and you don't feel good, that kind of shows on the
yeah.
outside as
Yeah,
well.
that's
It's
true.
somebody
Like, it's
love
just
it.
your, yeah, yeah. You wear casual dress, you feel very casual about things, maybe.
Yes. All right. So, shall we do the last question? All
Yes.
right. So, let's do the will. Let's do the will. All right. So, I've got to, oh, okay. Sorry, it's technology. I will get it back up there. All right. Let's do the will. All right. I'm going to spin it. Let's see what happens.
Wow.
Ah, interesting. Okay, so oh my goodness, I lost myself. Okay, so the question is, do you believe in aliens?
I think they do exist on maybe different planets, and that's why we call them aliens, because they probably don't look like human beings who live on Earth.
And I love that answer because, agree that when our universe is so large, how
Yeah,
could we not believe in
yeah,
aliens, right?
yeah, yeah.
So, yeah, so I absolutely. And I myself have not experienced any aliens. And hopefully, if I do, I'm calm and everything and not scared because I know a lot of people who, believe in aliens and actually have had that contact. And that
Yeah.
was the greatest spiritual gift ever. So, but I totally agree with you that we know. Oh, I love this. So Kimberly wants to also answer, which I think is awesome. So if you're out in the,
Yes.
listeners and you want to answer, that is awesome. So Kimberly said, if we are here, there are others, I believe. So yes, totally. And you know
Yes.
what? Sometimes I wish that they would make contact with me. It's like, show yourselves. But you're right. They, different realms and everything. Okay.
Yeah.
So, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and go into readings. But first, I'm going to read you. All right. And to go into the second segment, I'm going to play just a little video. And what this does, and it's mainly with music, it gets the vibration up and
Okay.
with the frequency and kind of
Sure.
changing from conversation to enlightenment, I guess you could say. So let
Okay.
me play that. And Kimberly knows she's seen it. Okay. All right. See, we're back. All right. So, with you, I want to, like I said, I want to do the Gilderman. Oh my gosh, the Lenormand cards. Almost told you the brand instead. The Lenormand cards. Sometimes when I start getting into the energy, my whatever I say does not match up with what I want to say. So let's see what guidance that we can give you for this week, and hopefully
Sure.
inspiration. Okay.
Sure. Yeah.
And I will tell you, my dear, is you've got some love and light energy. I mean, I am just feeling it. And I am actually looking for a card that that resembles you. Oh, I love it. Okay. All right. So the first card that really came up, and I love this because this is representing you, okay? And this is a lady who is like contemplating, thinking about things. And the cards that the lady is looking at, the very first card, and I want to say it is a negative card, but it can be also positive at the same time if you look at it, okay? So it's showing that a mouse, and what mice do is they kind of eat away at you, or there's something that you're not too sure about, something doesn't jive, okay, and has been on your mind for a while. And that is the key to it, okay? The key is to really looking at why it is really, disturbing you. And
Okay.
so, what I see behind the inspiration there is really think about what is driving you crazy and really
Right.
look at it. And that's the key to it. And it will actually almost be like a healing, is what I'm feeling.
Right.
Once you admit to it and you accept it, then you'll
Right.
be able to move on. Okay.
Right.
Now,
Right.
what's behind you? Oh my goodness. And I got validated. So, when I get validated, I kind of get goosebumps or, okay.
Yeah.
So, what's on the other side, and I love this, okay, is that you are very spiritual, okay? And you're in the past, that's maybe one thing that you have been looking at. But next to spiritual is what, and I know in tarot, it's kind of like the death card, and it's very positive though, because spiritually, you are leaving things behind. And it's almost like you're starting a new journey. It's almost spiritual awakening. You're again, you got to let go of the mouse
Right.
before you
Right.
can move on, right?
Right.
And so you'll be able to do that. And once you do that and you accept it, that spiritual journey is going to take off. Now, being
Right.
human, as we all are, you're going to have triggers. You're going to be
Right.
going, here it comes again. But it's okay. That's all in your spiritual journey.
Right. True.
Okay. Does this resonate with you?
Yes, of course.
Okay. Well,
A lot.
I'm going to leave that with you. And during this time, I am going to read the listeners. I know Kimberly is still there.
Okay.
I don't even have to ask her if she's still there.
Okay.
So to move forward, what I can do, I'm going to put you in the room.
Sure.
Okay. And you can either stay and watch from
Yeah.
there or you
Yeah.
can sign off. But I appreciate you being on the show. What is something, your last inspiration, wise words that you have? What's one more thing that you can tell our listeners?
I have always been talking about it, and I will say it once again that everyone should dream. You must dream of doing big things in life. Only when you dare to dream will you dare to achieve it. Don't think that life is, just eating, working, and sleeping. There's much more to it. You have a purpose why you came here, and dream big and do achieve it.
I love it. And even get sticky note, put dream on there and follow her advice. That way you'll have it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And you can't have anything beside if you don't dream. So thank you so much. I appreciate it, my dear.
Thank you. Thank you,
Many
Michelle. It was
blessings.
great being here.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
so much. You have inspired me for the week. All right. So, Kimberly, I know that you are still here. And I am, you know what, Kimberly? I am being inspired. I love saying that over and over to go ahead and do the 5 card reading because there are not many present here. So, guess what? I am going to give you a 5 card pool. All right. So, Kimberly, let me know. I know there's a delay whenever whenever I say something. I have like a 5 second delay, so let me know if you're still here. If you, okay, woohoo. Okay, I think she is still here. All right, Kimberly, let's do it, because I think really, Kimberly, with you being on here each week, sometimes things don't change. Sometimes you get the same meaning, and so I think that it may change a little bit if I use the 5 card. All right. And if it's the same meaning, it's okay. That's what the universe is having for you. Okay. All right, Kimberly, let's look for you. And I'm just going to do just general advice. Okay. And why I'm kind of hesitating is just to let the audience know is I hesitate so that I can feel whoever I'm reading energy so that I can tap in, because when you do a psychic reading, it is a soul to soul connection. Okay. And Kimberly, what I'm really feeling from your energy right now is, girl, you need to dance. You need to get that going, because your energy right now is, I'm feeling it is kind of low. But it's not bad or good. It just means right now you're in the moment of, and it could be that your work, you're not inspired, you're not motivated. So listening to some music will get that energy up, get your frequency going, and get it up so that you don't feel so tired all the time. Okay, so let me go ahead and see what the cards say. I forgot to turn on my music. I could sing to you while I look for the card. Okay, here we go. All right, very interesting. Okay, I love that because I know you can't see the cards, right? So I will bring it. Oh, you're at work. Yeah, you might need to do some earbuds, Kimberly, and kind of listen or take a break and go in the break room and But anyway, so the woman that came for you is as well is that you're really contemplating or you're looking at something. What I really love this, okay, is that this is kind of a journey card as well, okay, that you're going to take a journey, but it's also a message. You're going to Either, okay, so what I'm feeling for you, you're going to get motivated from inside, an idea. See, this is sometimes you'll get a message through the mail or through the email, but I think what's going to happen is you're going to be either watching a movie or something like that, that where your mind's not really thinking and your ego is out of the way, and something will come to you just like what we talked about on the show, and you're going to think about something and you're going to actually start something new, is what I'm really feeling for you. Okay. And see that rainbow. And so, what you need to do, this is the star. Okay. This is you. So, once you follow that idea and you're really contemplating, and the idea is not like a business adventure. Okay. It's nothing like that. It's more to something that improve your life and make you feel happier. The sun is you coming through and it's happy times. So that's kind of what you're looking at. And which is good, is you're looking at how you can change your life for the better. Okay. And I think the idea is coming, girl. The idea is coming. It just, you've got to be ready to receive it. Okay. Now what's behind you, and I love this, okay, is there's somebody that is in your life, all right? And you have the fox behind it. So somebody who is deceivious, okay? That is kind of a trickster. And you don't know how to read that person, because this person always reads, has a mask on. And they have that mask on because sometimes they play two different people. And again, their soul is just trying to figure it out. And what I really feel from you is that you're discovering about this person, that the person may not have your intentions in the forefront. But what you really need to do is to forgive this person. Forgiveness is very, very huge in the world, okay? To really nurture that soul, and just forgive them because they're on a different journey than you are. And to forgive them, I think that's going to really enrich your life. And not meaning that you're forgetting the behavior, but you're forgiving that person at that time so that you can move on, okay? Okay, sounds good. Retirement. Oh my goodness. Yeah, retirement, you might be thinking about how you can retire and enrich your life. And it is a difficult journey. It really is. You got to cut the cord sometimes of being, it's almost like what we were talking about in the show, is that you have to have the faith to move on. And I love how you say that. I know who this is for sure. Okay. So, yeah. So you've kind of put your back behind it, kind of putting it where you're not dealing with it, but go ahead and deal with it and try to forgive them. Okay. The best that you can. All right. So I hope that inspired you for this coming week. Yay. And again, keep the faith. And just like Prana said, have a dream. And maybe, Kimberly, that's what you need to do, is have a dream and stick with the dream. Have faith that things will work out. All right. As always, I'll see you next week for another Michelle's Inspiration Hour. And keep your head up and be inspired. Hold on. I got to find my video. All right, guys. Many blessings.